Bright Bush Pickers. Last time we left off, the party minus Ulamir went to investigate the disturbance at the Wicker Goat Inn. They discovered a seemingly comatose old man playing the violin, and despite their best efforts, they could not get the violin to stop. Shortly after trying to throw the violin out the window, they finally decided to go into the portal that had appeared in his room, where they fought a couple suits of animated armor and managed to get past a puzzle that was locking the innermost chamber of this strange realm that they find themselves in. The violin being thrown out the window led to a lot of shrieking violin music resonating throughout the town, which we'll say drew Ulamir's attention away from his shopping trip.
I got my roads. I expedited, so.
And we'll go ahead and say you've come to the inn to investigate. When you get there, you see down in the main room a couple like weird short gray demon corpses littering the area. Your investigation takes you upstairs and you find one of the doors to the rooms hanging open, and beyond it there is a pretty sizable orange circular portal. You don't see Dolomite, Metatron, or Adron anywhere around, but you do see the unconscious body of an old man slumped over in a chair. What would you like to do?
Look at the old man, look at this portal. Look at the old man again. Alright, just walk into the portal.
Okay. Now we'll cut back to the rest of you. The door had slid open, and you guys saw floating in the center of this circular chamber a large, almost like a large blue gem floating over an abyss, and above it there's a ghost that looks very similar to the old man in the room, and a much more sinister figure looming over that ghost looks a bit like this.
Ooh, hold on. Let me get that guy. Let me turn that on. Hold on.
And you can see like ethereal wisps being sucked from the ghost into the more sinister figure, almost as if he's absorbing it. His head snaps up as the doors open, and I want you all to roll initiative.
Including me?
Including you. You'll come in like a turn late.
Right on.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I had an 18, Ronnie's on 17.
Okay.
Well,
Ronnie moves on your initiative.
Alright, let me get a good
So
one.
oh wait, it's plus my dex, right? It's not good overall.
Plus the initiative, right?
Yep.
Not dex.
Oh yeah, that's what
It's the same thing. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, they are.
it's equal to mine.
13.
13.
Mine was not great this time.
6.
6. Okay. Oh, wait. That's not. And what do you have?
Also 6, but I didn't roll a 1, so 6.
Okay. Alright. Okay. At the top of the round, you see the sinister demon figure take a break from its feeding, and it lets out this long, low howl. And at 3 points in the room, these black portals open up in the floor. God damn it.
Yeah, goddamn.
Okay.
Trying to keep up with you. You're all over the place. Gotta make you mobile.
Okay. And 3 more of those short gray demons you fought down in the main room appear in the chamber. And Metatron, it is your turn.
Just with a growl. I'm gonna charge forward, past the little gray men,
Mm-hmm.
and towards the demon.
So you won't be able to get, well, if you want to try to jump on to the blue orb, you can, but you'll have to clear this gap that kind of
Okay,
like a
there's
bottomless, yeah.
like a bottomless pit in the floor.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
How many feet is it?
From the edge to there, that's, we'll say that's like 10, no, that's 5 feet.
Alright. So, I mean, is it a hard jump?
You will have to make a check.
Right, but I mean, is it a hard check?
You, well.
Until you do it, you don't know, I guess, do it?
Yeah.
Ooh,
I mean, it's so hilarious how that
I tell you
green
what,
screen shit literally doesn't
I'm
work
gonna
until
use the
someone's sitting in
necrotic
front of it.
shout.
It's
Okay.
a reflection.
Use the
Well,
what?
I have
Necrotic shout.
necrotic shout.
He got a spell.
There's a chronic shroud. I was like, you're gonna
Ooh, I can help you with that, guy.
Well, I turn into
We can make that happen.
what looks like this undead angel thing.
no.
Mm.
You had
But I'm curious if I can use my, like, they're kind of like undead wings, so I don't really have
Does-
flight with it. But do I have hover?
Not unless it says you do.
Okay.
Yeah.
It does not mention anything.
Yeah.
about it. Either way, screw it. I'm gonna do all of that.
Okay. And are you attempting to jump?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an athletics check.
20. I think it's 23.
23.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's more than enough. You managed to clear the gap. And this crystal orb, it's very rough and uneven, so there are like places where you can grab onto and pull yourself up and kind of get some footing.
Okay. Now,
Yeah.
was that a full move, or was that just my normal movement? Do I have a chance to
That's
swing?
part of your, so you would have gone 5, 10, 15, 20, 5-foot jump is part of the movement, so you still have another 5 feet of movement, but you are right next to the guy
Right,
at
I
where
just
you
wanted
are.
to swing on.
So yeah, sure.
Alright.
Oh, is the necrotic shroud thing a bonus action?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
And it does last for a minute, if you want to keep track of
Sure. Yeah. I mean, it's like 10 rounds,
Oh,
so the combat's going to be over one way or another.
that. It's not going to take that long.
Mhm.
So that was a 20.
20. Yep.
Yep.
That hits.
Natural
Yep.
20.
Sure.
Yeah, there was a lot more than that. So 14, and then with the shroud, on one attack, I get to add 3 points of damage.
Okay.
So 17
There.
points.
17 points.
Finally.
Okay.
That's annoying.
So you bring up your warhammer. It's kind of shrouded in necrotic energy, and you slam it into. You slam it into the demon. It recoils, but the blow doesn't leave as much of an impact as you thought it might.
It is silvered now.
Oh, it is silvered.
Yeah.
It still does not leave as much of an impact as you thought it might.
Okay, cool.
So.
messed up.
So Ronnie can do something. Oh shit, Ronnie
Oh, where is Ronnie?
is Ronnie.
You gotta give Ronnie a character.
Good old Ronnie Reagan.
Ronnie
We-
is in animated armor this week.
So, you wanna know what we were thinking? Some crazy shit. So the new S20 can make 3D models of people.
Spoiler alert.
We need everybody to stop by our Best Buy so we can 3D model ourselves.
I'll own the phone.
Oh yeah, you will. So we can.
Oh, we'll be
We'll just
fine.
do it
Yeah.
here, and then figure out how to make it into an image to where we can send it to him, so we can have just us as 3D models.
On there.
I want Ronnie to move
That'd be
into the spot I
hilarious.
was occupying,
Okay.
Because that
and then take
image
a
of JP,
shot
or not
with
JP,
his
but of
long-
Floyd is
at
ridiculous
the
looking.
Center demon there.
Sure. Okay.
What is Ronnie? I think he's a 7.
7.
Yeah.
That does not hit. Adron, you're up.
All right. So, is that a door or a barricade?
Pretend the door's not there. It's lit
Okay.
into the walls.
Okay. So, which one? I'm assuming the middle one is the one he's already attacked, correct?
Ronnie took a shot at him but missed, so none of them have taken any damage. Rich
Which
ran
one did he-
across, jumped the gap, and attacked the big guy.
Okay, so I'm gonna shoot the guy in the middle then with
Okay.
my crossbow. Let me get back over to my thing here real quick. Alright, so it's been 3 weeks, so we just roll the d20 and see what we get. And then
Yep.
roll the d6 for damage, right?
Another thing with the shroud is it should have made a saving throw to see if it's frightened of me or not.
Okay. What's the DC?
12.
Got it. Or get it. It got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
I rolled a 17 and I have a +5, so I'm assuming that hits.
Yes, that
Okay.
definitely hits.
Alright, so 1d6 plus 3. We get 8. So, 8 points.
Okay.
I like the way that's starting.
What were those things? Armor class again?
I don't remember. I didn't
It's
hear.
not hard.
It's not hard. It's just
From
underlings.
last week, from what I remember.
They're the
Oh,
underlings.
so- same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They died easily. They just swarmed.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
got bit. Like, you always get bit. Why do you always get bit?
Tasty.
That would be
Speaking-
something Dolomite would say.
Because I'm tasty.
Speaking of getting swarmed, the 3
You don't say.
rush up.
Just in case you didn't know.
You take your 3D model and make it real tan.
Okay. So let's see.
Yes, okay.
So one takes a swing at you, Adron. 20 should hit.
Oh, damn. Yeah. It did.
You take 5 points of damage.
Okay, I can deal with that.
One swings on Dolomite.
Dolomite, you're getting swung on.
Does an 18 hit you?
Yeah.
Yep. You take 7 points as the claws rake into you.
They rake
the third
into you.
one swings on Ronnie. I assume a 19 hits Ronnie.
Aw.
Rolling well tonight. He only takes 3 points of damage though.
Alright. What did you say?
Classes running.
Fire.
I really do. It's just, that's what Ronnie is. It's like Lars Martin. Tom Ronnie essentially.
Oh, the shit from the gallery sometimes. And I can't tell. Sometimes it goes through here.
Yeah.
Sometimes it doesn't. So sometimes it's just for us.
I hope it didn't when I said the name Ronnie. It's definitely lesbian.
Oh, that one
Dolomite,
definitely.
you're up.
That one probably. Well, let's go back to my Super Forcer and get out of here.
Yep, your turn.
I had to roll out of frame on that one.
Wait, what were they? What were the armor class?
What'd you roll?
It's that plus my
Was it a 4?
9 total.
That hits.
Oh
shit.
Hell yeah.
Oh shit. Damn.
Way to go on plus.
Yeah.
All right.
I assume the one directly in front of you.
Yes, the one that was up my
Mhm.
business.
Actively murking him.
8 damage.
Your sickle, right?
No, that was my crossbow.
Your cross.
You're
Oh,
gonna
okay.
hit him with the crossbow right up in front of him, just like point blank range. Come out.
Yeah.
That's
You
gotta
do
do
if you are firing your your hand
Hand
crossbow. When you're firing a ranged weapon when someone's in melee with you, you have disadvantage
Oh.
on the
so-
attack.
So
Oh.
use your sickle. No, use your sickle.
No, just roll it again.
Does it?
Wait,
Does
that,
an 8
It doesn't
hit?
make you any better.
Hmm.
that's not what I rolled?
Does an 8 hit?
What's your plus?
6.
So 9.
So your first one would have been a 10.
So.
Well,
two-
no, my
okay.
first one I rolled 3 too. 3 as well. I rolled.
Oh, you got a same roll both times.
Yeah.
So yeah, it hits.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hooray!
Yay!
So you level your crossbow right down in this thing's face, and you pull the trigger, and its demon brains splatter on the stone floors of the chamber. It appears to be dead.
Ooh, guess what? You can
Um,
take over most of the Sony Bluetooth speakers. Bluetooth.
Oh, I know.
I was playing Red Fang all day. It was hilarious.
so
I love
Ulamir.
that song, Sharks. It's so
Um,
good. It's so short, but the ending riff / breakdown is insane.
So, Ulamir, you have stepped through the portal, and down this walkway you can see your friends Adron and Dolomite standing at the entrance to this chamber.
What's up, guys?
Yeah.
What's up, bro?
Bro.
So,
Oh, a wizard! No.
yeah.
Look at these robes! Look at these robes!
I do note.
Pretty good.
I do note that the robes are impeccably well done, but
I'm gonna do
you
a
know.
little. I'm gonna do a little.
But we're in the heat of battle.
Designers making
I
robes.
go. Did you help out? All right.
So, what do you want to do?
Thinking about it.
Starts
Walk closer.
Big Dick
Alright.
swinging some spells.
1, 2,
You have not seen my spell
Yeah, that's the point. I think it's the same
Okay.
as mine.
So your movement gets you there. I mean, from this vantage point, you can now see like the large crystal in the center room, and you can see Metatron standing on top of it. You still have your action and your bonus action.
I forgot about action and bonus
I can
action.
see these little mini demon dudes.
Disengage.
I mean, just you can see him kind of like juking around in front of Adron and Ronnie. Like they're pretty short, so you can only see them when they are not being like blocked by those guys. You're aware they're there though.
Would I have a clear shot on one?
You can take a shot. They will have 3/4 cover because of how much taller.
So I should roll with disadvantage.
No, they just have they just have a higher armor class. That's what that means.
Ooh. Yeah, I think I'm gonna hit him.
Yeah.
Yep,
Dude,
that does
boys,
it.
we're rolling pretty good tonight.
Except for Joker.
Which one are you shooting at?
The left.
Okay.
I mean, you did hit the guy. But you were. I'll call you consistent. You're consistent,
I headshotted a guy. I mean, let's just not forget this.
but you're
I don't
consistent.
think I have a plus damage, so it's
No.
7.
7. Okay.
Oh, I thought is it not a D10 local damage?
That's what I rolled.
That's a D8.
Okay.
It's one of the circular ones.
I know what a D10 is.
Well, yeah, okay.
Listen.
8.
8.
Here for you.
My man.
You wait for the right moment, and you shoot a firebolt right in between Adron's legs, and it hits this thing square in the chest. You can hear it kind of recoil with a screech, but
I imagine
It's
I did
still
like
up.
a bowling motion.
yeah,
Oh, here we go.
only way you can make the shot.
Can I like slide the foot back and everything?
It was a great shot. Great shot.
I'm just gonna turn around and walk back to my seat and go.
Dude, about it.
Anything else?
Okay, Susan. No, I'm good.
Okay.
There we go. Let's do it like that.
So,
New one actually didn't look bad.
They're making an open?
Yeah, but Jesus.
Tim Bridges is always in Walmart. How is he in this one? Or always in Best
He's
Buy?
not in this one. It's all about him.
I don't want to say it.
so, Metatron.
Alright.
The demon
Made it.
stares at you, like right in the eyes, and its eyes glow red. And I'm gonna need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, by the fifth number, that is not one.
I need to figure out how to get that even closer to us.
A 9.
You feel lightheaded all of a sudden. Your muscles feel kind of lighter. Like you're still standing up, but you feel like you're not quite as strong as you used to be.
Alright.
So, and then after it does that, it rears back with one of its claws and tries to slash down at you. An 11 doesn't hit.
I will take the opportunity to take a swing on him then.
Mm-hmm.
Does a I believe it's a +6. That'd be 22.
That hits.
Alright. For 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage.
Well, no. It would be 6 plus my 12 points.
12 points. Okay. Okay.
Unless I'm losing any strength bonus here.
No, you're not losing any strength bonus.
Okay.
But as you duck out of the way of the claw, you come up with your warhammer, and it impacts. And where before, like the hammer strike did less damage than you thought it did, this one did even less than you expected. Like you're just almost surprised at how weak your counterattack was. It did still do some damage though. And after that, you now realize it has a spiny tail protruding from it, and that tail arches up like a scorpion's and attempts to stab down at you.
Right back.
Does an 18 hit?
Nope.
No, it doesn't. Okay.
I'm
Alright.
not too worried about
It's
it.
your turn.
I have Best Buy health insurance. We'll see how good it is.
Alright.
They're testing some of the Metro East for Corona right now.
I'm seeing if there's.
Awesome. Bring it on.
Like guns.
I think I get that later.
Does
With
is
Battle
guns
Master,
for
but I can
vaccination
tell
for
what
Corona?
kind of thing he's
Fight
doing.
infected. Alright.
Okay,
Um,
fair enough.
Can I make some type of check to figure out what's going on? Why I'm not doing as much damage as it should
So, I mean, you don't need to make really a check here. You know he gazed at you and then you
Yeah.
felt
It's
weaker.
been a while.
You think that any kind of attack you do that uses strength is going to be less effective for some amount of time. You don't know how long.
be. Do I think he's drawing
I turned
power
off
from
camera.
this ghost figure?
Right at this moment, no, you seem to have distracted him from that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not much else to do. I'm gonna keep swinging on him.
Alright.
What's that? 13 plus 6. 19.
Did you bring the
That
dice
hits.
again?
For another 12 points.
Okay.
Spectre dice are the fun dice.
Is there any necrotic on that?
Yes. Oh, so it would be 15
We'll
points.
see.
15 points. Okay.
No, these are the fun dice. Don't worry about that.
Say, if they're spectral, they're fun dice.
Okay. You managed to strike him again, but I mean, you're like whittling away. But
Right.
yeah.
I realize I'm not doing a lot.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing else for me to do.
Yeah. So Ronnie, You can do something now.
Alright. Ronnie's gonna swing with his long sword.
Ronnie's got shit dice.
Yeah, Ronnie's rolling like a bitch.
Using all the good rolls for yours, which I guess is
Probably
good.
a crew cut.
Oh, I love my
Zach
wife.
got it.
Probably a 7.
That doesn't hit.
Is Ronnie in full power wearing plaid?
Adron, you're up.
We never did clarify.
Report us.
We never did
Give me a
clarify.
second.
He said, Ronnie, you got it, man. I'm a woman.
Metatron confused ignores this.
Really?
Adron.
Okay, so I have some. They're right in our face, I guess, right? Or did we kill one of them?
Yeah, there are.
Okay, so there's two
one
left.
was killed. There's one right in front of you and one right in front of Ron.
Are either of the other two have they haven't taken any other damage yet, right?
The guy right in front of you took a firebolt from Ulamir.
Okay.
He's looking like he's reeling a little bit.
Can I hit him with a firebolt that close to me, or is that going to do?
You'll
both
have
of us
disadvantage on
damage?
the attack roll.
Can I disengage from him?
Yes.
Let me disengage far enough back so then I can hit him with the firebolt.
Where do you want to go exactly?
Um,
Further, like back down
back
this
towards
walkway?
like where Ulamir is back a little bit, just so I can hit him with range and not
Okay.
be affected.
Yep. So yeah, that's all you'd need to do.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. And then firebolt. Do I have to? I don't think I have to roll for that one, do I?
You do. It's an
Okay,
attack. It's a spell attack roll.
Okay, they're cool. I got you. So 12.
That hits.
Okay. God damn it! This fucking thing is being a bitch today. It's all the drinks on the table.
Sure it is.
Do I need to move Lucille?
No, you're good. You're good. All right, so and that is a D10 plus. It has no pluses, so. Is that a 10?
See.
Hell yeah, 10.
Yeah. So you back up and you launch a firebolt at this thing. It hits the exact same spot Ulamir had struck before and just punches through its chest. And you see the demon just ignite in flames and fall over in a burning clump of flesh. Anything else you want to do?
I'm assuming. Can I send another another spell with my bonus action?
Depends on the spell. Yeah. Yeah. Any bonus action spell.
Let's see.
Oh no, you used your bonus action
yeah, it
to
was
do
my
the
bonus action
disengage.
to do
So you
disengage.
just have 25 feet of movement left.
No, I'm good. I'm just
Okay.
where I'm at right now.
So the final main takes a swing on Ronnie, and he gets a 17.
Ooh.
You haven't seen my AR yet.
That does hit.
Yep.
Well, I took it to the interview with me.
Ronnie takes another 5 points of damage.
You know Clayton's a nice area, right?
But I went to the range
Oh, okay.
afterwards, so I
I was
took
like-
my AR with me, so
I took it with me to the interview just in
Dolomite.
case some shit went on.
No, so afterwards I go to the range.
Okay.
Very accurate with the foregrip, I'll tell you.
I'm down to go have fun
Who's
with that. I
my
just
the
it's just
cooler
been so
equipment?
crazy.
On the one that's still
I-
there.
Roll some selling pace where they're in,
Okay.
and they can go.
I did
Damn it.
Janet.
No plus on
wait,
that?
Was it 6? Was the
No.
okay?
What's it? No.
I did. So
I forgot. Oh, it was 9.
Tuesday,
Right?
drove
Yeah.
down,
Okay. Yeah.
borrowed my uncle's truck, loaded all the furniture up,
Anything
drove
else?
back, unloaded it all. Went to a movie with Hadley at like 9,
No,
and then
I'm the
because I
same
didn't
right
feel comfortable
Okay.
leaving the truck and trailer here overnight in front of my
Um,
house without like some sort of lock,
See.
I drove it back, crashed at mom's house, and then she
Ulamir, you're up.
asked me to help her with some stuff. So
There's still one little demon dude.
There is.
Can I get up like on the left hand side there and then shoot little demon dude without having to crisscross applesauce and motherfuckers?
Like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that.
All right.
Does an 8 hit?
Nope. Just misses.
It's crazy that a
Swing and
dagger
a
has
miss.
a 20 has a range of 20. A dagger has a range of 20,
Yeah, you can throw it.
Come here, let me stab.
and it's +1.
Um,
Yeah, I forgot I had that special dagger.
so,
And you like zoom into him. They didn't bring that back.
let's see. At the end of Ulamir's turn, the big demon rears back, and where is my cursor? Okay. It rears back and lets out an ear-splitting scream, and as it does so, the whole room flashes red, and I need everybody to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, good. Oh, come on, Ronnie.
What's my wisdom plus? I got a 9.
9,
17.
17,
13?
13.
I got an 11 and a 5.
Okay. So everybody
Everybody fucked.
that got lower than a 13 is stunned.
13 or lower?
Lower than a 13. If you got a 13, you save.
Fuck yeah.
So me, you, and Ronnie.
No, Ronnie also failed.
Yeah, no, me, you, and Ronnie failed.
Yeah, okay.
That's what I'm saying.
And now to its actual turn, you watch, kind of stunned in place, as this thing turns back to the ghost and just digs its claws into it and just rips a chunk out and swallows it whole. The ghost is looking pretty diminished at this point. And this thing looks like, you know, it's almost done feeding.
Yeah.
Your turn. You're stunned. At the end of it, you're no longer stunned. Same for Ronnie.
Would I have a chance to do a bonus action?
Nope.
Okay. just
The stun
stunned.
drops.
Sure.
Yeah. So Adron, you were stunned, so same thing. Your turn just passes. The last main here is going to swing on Ronnie. Natural 20.
Ronnie is unconscious.
Yep, 10 points of damage.
Yep.
Get
Yep.
her back to the forest.
Ronnie collapses.
She's the one.
He's
Yeah.
fine. He's got 13
Yeah.
hit points.
Yeah.
He's fine. Someone will heal him.
Yep.
Sure.
Dolomite, your turn.
Dolomite. Wisdom saved him somehow. That was not a phrase I was gonna hear. That I would ever hear with the phrase with the name Dolomite.
Hey man, Dolomite's his name. Wisdom saves are his name.
There's this like fighter next to you. I don't know. You can save him. It's fine. No one cares.
Did we ever establish pronouns for Ronnie?
We'll just say
They, them, Rich.
No, you gotta discuss it. Zach's the one role playing.
Mhm.
I don't care.
I mean, I'd envisioned him as just like a regular dude, but I'm open to suggestions, so we can do whatever.
It's a regular girl.
Gotta be careful.
I mean, 2020 regular, but like current year probably post regular.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't know how progressive this society is. It's like novels and shit. So
That's still considered melee. Wait, that's only if they've engaged in melee with me, right?
No, if it's within 5 feet of you,
Okay.
it's within melee. Yeah.
Then I'm gonna try sickle again.
Okay.
there we go.
Yep. For 3 damage.
3 damage. Okay. You get a good slice across its chest, but it's still jumping around.
Cantrips don't use your spell slots today.
No,
Nope.
sirree.
Awesome. Cool.
Oh, I want to use a bonus action.
Sure.
I want to use Bardic Inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
Who are we inspiring?
Lumir. Oops, session timeout. Oh,
remember I'm half elf.
He's still gonna use his bagpipes.
I'm just gonna use back. I'm not gonna actually sing. I'm gonna do an ancient,
An ode to melody.
yeah, a song of good luck and
I will be right back. I have to keep going.
fortitude.
It's still coming.
Okay. This for fun. Go ahead and roll a performance check to see how good it is.
Yeah.
This won't keep it from working, but
I hope.
yeah.
Plus whatever this is. So
Oh shit.
19.
It's the best bagpipes you've ever played, but they are still bagpipes. And at this point, I'll remind you, you can choose to refuse the inspiration if you want.
I think the inspiration for me is going to be if I kill it, will you stop?
There you go.
Metatron enjoys the music.
Ulamir, it's your turn.
Oh. You think you can kill this thing? You think you have the ability to kill this little sprite in front of you?
Little guy,
Yeah.
maybe.
Alright, I'm gonna whiff a firebolt at our dude.
Okay, the big guy?
Yeah.
Yep, go for it.
Oh.
Yeah.
What kind of pluses you got?
I got a +5, so 23.
No one's hit him under 19 yet, so we have no idea what the AC.
With 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. All right.
Fire damage at that. Not that it
Sorry
matters.
about
It might not be, it might not matter to me.
Oh, you know, you got that that feat. Remember the elemental adept thing?
Oh!
Yeah,
I don't
do.
remember that shit.
yeah.
Where's that at? Suppose you cast, ignore fire resistant damage, blah 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 blah. You can treat anyone as a 2. Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
So yeah, straight up 8 points.
Except if it's a 1. It's a 2.
So you launch your firebolt. It streaks across his left shoulder, and it leaves. Well, probably can't see it from that distance, but Metatron, you can see that there's a kind of trail of embers, and he kind of recoils a bit from the pain. So,
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
at this point, he is going to. So he stands up tall, and he slowly starts to draw in a big breath. And as he does, you can see the remnants of this ghost get sucked up into his mouth, and the ghost vanishes completely. The entire chamber, where before it flashed red, it now, like a permanent red glow, just settles in over the chamber, and the whole thing kind of rumbles a bit.
I say aloud, "Oh God, we don't have much time, guys. It's turning red. We gotta get out before it's too late, or before we're stuck in here forever."
And Metatron, it is your turn.
So I mean, is this place shaking like it's gonna?
No, it was just kind of like a brief rumble.
Okay.
But everything
indicate that
turned
something
red,
significant
and I
had
remember
happened.
from that note
But-
that the guy had in his pocket, it said something about the color and paying attention to it, and it's been changing, and I'm assuming red means bad.
Yes.
So
But we're here. Do we need to leave? Is what I was getting at.
I don't think so.
Risk it all.
Yeah. All right. Let's kill it.
Well, we could try.
Well, for the look on Zach's face, I don't know how well this is going to go.
It's going awful right now.
I don't know how it's gonna go either.
Well, tomorrow if I see a blue text about 4 player deaths, I know Zach gets unfortunate.
There's a 20.
Ooh.
All right.
Second one tonight.
What's that?
7.
So 10, 13 damage, 3 necrotic. If that
Okay.
matters. No, it doesn't matter. And you know what? I want to turn that into a menacing attack,
Okay.
which I can do on a hit. Makes a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. What's the DC?
DC is 14.
A wisdom, you said?
Yep.
Okay, it fails.
It is now frightened of me until the end of its next turn.
Okay,
Oh, and the extra dice was 1 damage.
1 damage. All right, cool.
Slowly whittling away, even though he's light as a
So
feather.
Ronnie has not been healed, so
Yeah,
go ahead
so-
and make a death save for him.
Oh!
What'd you get?
You got a
10.
10.
10? That's good.
So
It's a pass.
it's 1.
Yep.
Please help Ronnie. He says to the rest of the group.
Adron, you're up.
I'm no healer, so.
Hit
I
me up
know.
when there's a GoFundMe page. Let me know.
I don't have any
There
of those
is.
spells.
I also don't want to get Ronnie blood on my new robes.
Our last medic died. And he wasn't that great. If that explains anything to you guys.
Adron, you're up.
Alright, so I'm no longer frightened of the guy anymore, right?
Yeah, you're not
And we still
stunned.
have one little demon.
There's still
dude,
one little
right?
guy right there, yeah.
Alright, am I able to firebolt him without harming any of the other people? I mean, Ronnie's unconscious on the ground. So I
Yeah.
don't think I can hit him.
Yeah.
Hit them. So, here we go. Firebolt. It's a plus 3, so it's an 8. Does
Nope.
not hit. No. I missed.
Doing anything else?
I don't think I have any bonus action spells. No. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna do for that.
So at the end of your turn,
Yep.
you see some of the shadows that are being cast off of the blue orb. They kind of
Okay.
like rise up into the air
Mm-hmm.
and get sucked into the demon for a brief second
Oh shit.
before they all explode back out
Oh crap.
and fill the chamber.
That's great.
So I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, shit. I got a 14.
11.
11,
19.
19.
20. 17 plus 3.
Okay. So anybody who got below a 13 takes 10 points of necrotic damage.
Oh.
Anybody who got a
shit.
13 or higher takes 5. Ronnie does
Oh,
fail a death
okay.
saving throw.
Alright, but I don't take necrotic damage. I'm pretty sure I'm
Or
resistant.
do you have resistance to it?
Ooh,
Yeah,
wait.
so you take
Two.
Is
two.
it my what does my armor give me resistance against? Do I have something?
I think
No,
you're
what's
wearing
in
the
chamber? Is it the chamber and
mariner's
the
armor,
hallway?
I think. That doesn't give you resistance to anything. It just makes you swim faster in water.
I imagine so.
Yeah.
Is it the chamber
least have
and the
the
hallway we're in?
Yeah, it
No.
kind of, the explosion
Okay.
like comes
Gotcha.
out a bit into the hallway as well. And you see the last little demon thing get totally vaporized
Oh, okay.
by the wave.
I took care of that problem.
Oh, well, fuck.
So Dolomite,
Dolomite. All right,
it's now
so
your turn.
it's just us against him now.
Mm-hmm.
I have to close tomorrow
Okay, necrotic and radiant.
because of fucking Cynthia being on vacation.
I'm gonna use Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
I look over.
Why?
I look over at Ronnie and shrug.
We're a person down.
Karma instant. He got a 1.
Ronnie would have liked that.
He would have at least been alive.
They would have been.
I got 4. I was down to 8. I was within my rights as a player character.
I mean, you would have been within your rights if you had no damage. You just wasted on yourself. But like, what's the point?
You never know.
Ulamir, you're up.
I'm gonna try a fireball again. Am I gonna try a fireball? Hold up. I might not try a fireball. Yeah, I'm gonna try a fireball. Nope. 9.
That doesn't hit. Your firebolt sails wide and crashes in to the walls of the chamber. Yeah. So for this thing's turn, Metatron, you see it leap off, like it wants to make a run for the door, but it kind of eyes you and it pauses for a moment, like it doesn't quite want to move closer to you. It's the fear thing still in effect.
Yep. Because it's disengaging, does it take an action to do that, or do I need to swing?
Nope, you can take a swing on it.
Yeah. 16.
That just hits.
Okay. So I gotta get a 16 or higher.
10 points.
10 points.
It's like
Not a
gambling.
That's only
We
once
know what we
a
gotta shoot for, but will it ever actually happen?
Okay. Alright. And let's see.
Oh. So I was looking at unit numbers today, just as a department, just cause. I was looking at activations, and I thought I was doing pretty good because I had 47, and I looked at Billy's numbers. Have you seen him? He's 78.
Metatron, it looks at you. It raises its right hand, and you see this arcane energy start to swirl about within it. I want you to make a Constitution saving throw.
You're making a lot of saving throws tonight.
Right hand.
20.
Oh!
Okay. You feel your feet start to lift off the ground for a second, but you quickly just slam them back down, and you resist whatever
Got
you're
the
trying
mag
to do
boots,
to
yo.
It's now your turn.
Alright. I'm going to jump back the way I came.
With
Okay.
sheer intimidation force, he intimidated himself back to the.
Flying.
Holy fucking
Damn.
shit!
Oh my god.
I assume you're jumping back in front of it.
No.
No.
Back the same way that I came.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Buy a lottery ticket.
Yeah, you know what?
this is normal. I'd like to
5
go back to Ronnie and do some
nat 20s
medicine
in a row?
so that
Okay.
he doesn't die.
That was 5.
I shrug still.
13, 20. Yep. So go ahead and make your medicine check. Your best friend
You better-
Ronnie is lying on the ground dying, and you're just panicking, and you try to bandage the wounds, but
He changed dice and he got the same number. Oh,
you're trying to bandage the wounds, but your hand actually slips inside the wound, kinda, and it tears it open a little wider, and you're like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. And you
first time
decide
we've
it's
ever seen
best to
Metatron
catch your
panic.
breath and wait before you try that again.
Beautiful. Oh, this is normal.
Oh.
Put pressure on it.
Okay.
So that's most of your movement and your action. Doing anything else?
That's my alarm to tell me to take my ass to bed because I'm trying to be healthy.
Guess what? Not today.
Health is an illusion.
No.
Okay.
I know it's not, but I mean,
We all want to think it is.
So go ahead and do another death save for Ronnie.
I did.
Oh,
You got a 2.
okay.
That's 2 failed death saves. No.
Adron.
Metatron's track record with companions is not great.
Not gonna.
It's almost like the whole party wants him to die. And they're just trying to get him killed.
They don't even know him yet.
Yeah. That's kind of a huge dick move.
Can I firebolt from here where I'm at?
I think the range is 120 feet. So yeah.
Do you even have healing?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't care about you.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna magic missile.
I have one left.
Heal the party
it's a
member
guaranteed
that's
hit.
dead.
Yep.
4
The
plus
tank had to
1.
leave his one job to come back here and do your job.
3. He gets
3?
3 points of damage.
Okay.
I magic missiled it.
I let you guys sit there and
You
cast
fire out
spells
your
on
magic
me.
missile, and it slams right into his forehead.
Yes.
And he stumbles back a little bit, but then he catches his footing and looks at you with just like pure hatred in his eyes.
Metatron, can you stand in front of that man again?
Dolomite, you're up.
Don't mind fix that man,
Uh,
or I'll never unlock anything ever for you again.
Ruins.
He's still gonna be unconscious, but he'll at least be alive.
No, with healing he comes back.
Oh,
out.
look at that! Your karma rewarded you.
Oh, he gets
10.
10 hit points. That's almost like all he needed.
Well, yeah, see, had I done it the first time, he'd only have like 1.
Well, he can heal himself if he's conscious. So,
Oh, this is. I love this shit.
Ronnie is back to life.
Oh,
You got anything else? Moving?
No.
No, okay. Ulamir, you're up.
19. 9.
9 points of fire damage.
You throw out another firebolt. This one hits him right in the stomach, leaving a pretty good-sized scorch mark.
You just need to roll dice like you're not paying attention.
Yeah.
What was it?
18.
Now go ahead and waste those. Yep.
I need to buy you a lottery ticket.
He's over here like, yes, roll all your good dice. Ow.
Buy a lottery ticket. Just
So-
scratch it off like you
Almost as if it's inconvenient to
so
He doesn't
1,
care. That's the funny point, because he doesn't care about pretty much anything.
5, 6.
Which
He
you might care
runs
about
right
the
up
lottery
into the
ticket
middle of
if
you
it's a
guys.
Only people with money say it's only money.
Dolomite, he's gonna bring a claw down on you.
Oh, shit.
I'm glad I healed myself a little bit.
You're fucked.
Does a 15 hit?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
It matches.
It matches.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
So you take 5 points of damage,
Oh, that sounds good.
and then seeing that you're not down, he's going to
Bite your face off.
swing his tail around and try to stab you with it.
Cool.
Swing out. Swing out. Disengage.
That is a natural 20.
Disengage!
So you take 12 points.
Oof.
Yeah, fucked.
Are you still up?
Nope.
Okay.
I love how he asked that like he didn't know the answer to that question.
I don't want to check. I mean, I don't want to.
You don't want
So
to
seeing that you're down, can't see it on the screen with how it's overlaid, but yeah, he's standing over the top of your corpse. He's used the last little bit of his
Still
movement to
alive.
step right in front of Adron. So
Of course.
Okay, I'm going to disengage.
it's Metatron's
Oh,
turn.
damn. God damn it. Hurry up and let me get to my turn so I can disengage.
Could I grapple him and try and drag him back to the room?
Yes, you may. Go ahead and make an athletics check.
You've saved every single one of them so far. Nice.
16.
Every time you've had to make one of those, you've performed well so far.
Yeah, so you get up behind him and you get a good grip under
Tell me
his
he
elbows
suplexes
and
him.
just wrap around him, and he tries to struggle free, but he can't quite get out.
And you
I want to just drag him back.
No, no, no. You gotta, like, German suplex him back into the middle of the ring. Just...
Well, I don't want to let go. So I just want to pull him back and then, I don't know, maybe, wait, Did you say that's half movement?
Put it in a
Yes,
triangle
it
choke.
is. So you can go like just like a straight line back in.
Well, actually, to the spot I am right now. Yeah, right there.
Yeah. hmm
I want to turn around and then go backwards. But so my back is to the door.
hmm
I'm still holding him.
Yep.
And he is
Oh, but
facing the
that's
room. And he can't,
Okay.
can't get out. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you want to like you're
So in
you're
the-
pushing him in.
Right. So just in the spot where.
So like you're
That's
there,
fine.
he's where Dolomite is. So you kind of reach
Is
in, you
this-
grab him, you have
Just
him.
right here.
And then I go,
turn.
so
And
just the
camera's
square
right
above.
there, but nowhere.
Uh-huh.
Right there. Yep.
Yeah.
It's invisible.
So you're just staying there.
Yep. And I'm holding him there.
Okay.
And
So
then
we'll
he,
say
Yeah.
But
He's
doesn't
brought
that put
him
you in front of
around.
us so we can't attack now?
Well, you guys can move up if you really want to. I just don't want him to be able to escape.
Fair enough.
Essentially,
That makes sense.
if we really want to do it, we can just put him in between those rocks there,
What
or the statues.
Oh yeah, where I'm standing.
Yeah.
mhm.
If he tries to go over me, I'll try to trip him.
Because that'll work.
Oh,
It's like a death spasm. Just
Yeah.
don't move.
I will have.
We'll have to roll for death
I want
Body
Ronnie
twitches.
to try and drag Dolomite past Adron.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dolomite is incapable of resisting, so.
It's not the
So
first
you
time
German
it's been
suplex
said.
him past me because you don't care about holding on to him.
3. So Ronnie can get to there, dragging Dolomite to that point.
Yep.
So would you like I yell to you? Do you want me to get out of the way so you can put that guy in between these statues, or what? Or you want to keep him in there?
I haven't thought that far. Grapple, bro.
All right. So whose turn is it? Mine. It's my turn. Can I firebolt the shadow or whatever the hell the shade guy, whatever his name is, without attacking Metatron?
Yeah, he's taller than Metatron, so you can get him in the back of the
Ooh,
head.
actually, can I hit him with a magic missile without
Yeah.
hitting Metatron? Okay,
Yeah.
so we're gonna hit him with the magic missile because it's guaranteed hit for 2 points of damage.
Okay.
Points are points.
Do you only get one dice for magic missile?
Right now it's level 1.
Yeah, I thought it would be 3.
Yeah, you might.
Have I been
Yeah,
doing this
no,
wrong this entire time?
3d.
3 glowing darts of magical force.
Yeah.
God damn.
So yeah, roll a
Okay, that
couple
makes
more.
a lot more sense.
Yeah.
I should be fucking this guy up way more.
You just gotta
Well,
do it like
that's just
do
magic
it like
missile.
Yeah, no, I know. I've shot it twice though. That's
Oh.
what I'm saying.
Okay.
And it's +1 for all of them.
On each die, yes.
Okay, so 4, 7, +5 is 12.
12?
Yeah.
Okay. So
That's way
you
better.
So
Okay,
you
just
fire
magic missile
your-
sucks.
you fire your 3 missiles, and they all pound him in the back of the head, and then mysteriously out of nowhere, 2 missiles that should have been fired before slam into his front, and he takes more damage. So
Finally.
Dolomite, you're up. Oh yeah, death save.
No.
You rolled
Roll
the
this-
wrong dice
oh,
for
roll
that.
this one.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, it's
you're never going to beat the death save if you roll a d10.
Percentage-wise, it's been fine.
There you go. You
Not
saved.
pass.
You have a lot less chance of saving the death saves with you hit the perfect every time.
Ulamir, you're up.
I'm also gonna hit it with the magic missile.
Okay.
So it's +1 on all of them, so you got
6.
6.
Okay. So you let out your magic missiles. They all fly in a straight line. They look like they're going to hit Metatron in the back, but at the last moment they like curve out 2 to the side, 1 over, and they just slam into the demon.
Got a little bit of
I cared when I rolled that.
Yeah. Again, you gotta just flick it, like, whatever. Not even looking up from the screen.
Just cold bait it.
Yeah.
And then just turned into a ball of fire and it hits the dice tray.
I didn't laugh at that.
That
Nope.
dirty like Dodge trailer is the California hillside. You know what I mean?
So let's see.
Let's have we talk shit.
Rich, I want you go ahead and make an athletics check for me.
Oh, they failed you.
11.
I got a 5, so you feel him like trying to push back against you, but he can't quite do it. And he lets out this kind of like frustrated growl, and all of a sudden you're enveloped in darkness.
I still feel him,
Yep, you're still holding him. You just cannot see him.
and I do have dark vision, so this is. I know it's not natural, right?
Yep, it is definitely natural darkness.
Okay.
I'm blind.
It's your turn.
Because you know exactly. I called it. That's
You can
good.
see him. But still hear him. Or feel him.
So I have him wrapped up, right?
Yep.
Can't move.
Yep.
Because that's imagine what I can imagine. He says, "I'm blind."
My rage has blinded me.
Just hit him with that DDT. You got it.
I'm going to headbutt him while I still hold him
Okay. You have
telling you.
disadvantage on the attack roll
because he's grappled.
because you can't see him technically. You don't know where is.
Sure.
You gotta do that Kurt Angle suplex.
I mean, you can definitely hit him with your head. It's just a
The
question
angle.
of whether or not you'll be able to do it in an effective way.
Right. No.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
9.
Nope. I mean, your head does make contact with him.
It's more like
um,
a soft, like left.
But you feel like you hit kind of a spiny part of his back, and you're like, ooh, better not go all the way through with that. And you back off before you actually.
You feel out. You gotta feel out with your nose first.
I pick him up
Feel him up.
Mhm.
and I take him 3 steps to the edge, if I can.
So.
6 feet from the edge, and I'm taking. Hold me now.
You move forward. And by the time you get to this last square, you are no longer in darkness, and you can see him again.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's you saw that just in time too, because
Hey,
you're standing
saying
right on the edge.
3 words of a song with a melody that it might be in. If that gets you
And
demonetized,
I don't
then
want him
I don't
to
want
be
to make money.
close enough to either the edge or the blue obstacle
Mm-hmm.
that he could really catch a hold.
Because of his size and the size of the gap, it's going to be hard for him not to be able to catch a hold of something.
All right. I might wait. Well, no, actually, because I can use my action surge.
Mm-hmm.
Could I action surge to?
That's a hard thing to
I think
say.
it is. Fuck.
Action.
I thought you like
Surge.
surge and an action. It's like,
Action surge.
Can I action
Only if you can say it. No. I'm sorry. Yeah, you can act.
Action surge.
to just kind of like shove him downwards
Yes.
Like
to make it harder for him to, or drop him and then kind of kick
like
him
he's
as
trying to
he's
fuck
dropping.
him on the ground, but
Yeah.
with his pants still on.
Go ahead and make an attack roll.
17.
Okay, 17. So you drop him and very quickly bring your foot down to kind of hit him in the face and disorient him. And
Crossface
it
chicken
seems
wing.
like it's going to work, and he falls just past the
Just start
crystal, and then
yelling
his
random
tail
obscure wrestling holds.
streaks out and pierces the
Put him
crystal
in the
to
sharpshooter.
bottom, and he's hanging there. He's in a bad position, but he hasn't completely fallen into the abyss just yet.
Do you want me to roll damage for my kick? Or?
Yeah, it's just the regular unarmed damage, so like 1 plus your strength
Right.
modifier.
So that's 5 plus the necrotic damage is 8.
8. Okay.
Man, your MMA training is great.
Uh,
That double leg is.
so Ronnie can no longer see into the chamber. It's just pure magical darkness, blocking off his view,
Sounds like a great
so
album.
he doesn't know. And that's
Pure
true
magical
for
darkness.
Yeah.
That'll be our first album.
Ronnie is actually
Trademark.
He's still busy with
Yeah.
Dolomite, so
Yeah.
he's gonna try and heal him. Or
Alright.
Axe and
medically.
Surge.
Stabilizing.
It's got to be axe apostrophe
I'm
N
curious if he has a
apostrophe
med kit or
Surge.
not.
Axe and Surge.
Probably not.
It doesn't look like it. A 20.
That's very successful. Yeah.
All right, you might want to get a lottery ticket.
You know what?
After all.
Screw it. Dolomite has a hit point.
Hey!
That's motherfucking 6 nat 20s in in this session so far.
Yeah.
Ad grind.
That's real holes.
Ad You're up.
Okay,
you
so
can't
is he still like
see-
power fucking him on the floor?
You can't see anything right now. You're
Power tapping
completely
him?
surrounded by magical
There's only
darkness,
one way.
so everything is just black.
Okay, can I like? Is there any way that I can like roll to see if I can hear where they're at, so that I can maybe attack him with some?
I mean, you heard Metatron struggling with the demon, and it sounded like they were getting further into the chamber. So presumably walking forward towards where the crystal was.
Okay, I don't know, cause if I can't see, I don't know if I have an. I guess my action. I'm too far away to be able to run up and try to like curb stomp this motherfucker, right?
Well, he's hanging from the bottom of the.
I mean, you know
I don't know if
how.
you can reach him.
Yeah, you don't know that he's
Okay.
hanging from the bottom of the thing, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, you do have just enough movement to like run up in a straight line and get.
If I yell to Metatron, "Where are you?"
I got him hanging off the edge. You can walk up.
Would I be able to run up and basically just shoot straight down?
Yes.
Okay, so
Okay.
I'm gonna use my, I guess my crossbow, which would be with disadvantage because it would be too close. Correct?
No. He's not in melee with you because
Okay,
of how
so
far he is
I will
down.
crossbow, do that, and then shoot my crossbow at him. So.
That's Russian.
9 plus 5, so 14.
You aim your crossbow. You see he's kind of flailing around down there, and just when you think you've got a shot, you let it go.
Okay.
But then he moves and it scrapes off the side of the crystal.
I tried.
Yeah.
I tried, Metatron.
Dolomite, you are lying prone on the ground.
Let me know if anything.
You're awake, and Ronnie's face is the first thing you see.
Ah! Hey, I'm alive. Cool.
My life.
I don't have any health things left. I guess that's okay.
Don't worry, everyone's been revived. Says Ronnie.
Oh.
Unsure of his life choices as of now, but we'll discuss those later.
I'm gonna just avoid anything and just kind of start making my way back to the portal.
Sure. After movement to stand up.
Or actually, just hide behind one of those pillars right there. Yeah.
Yep,
Or the
you can do
things.
that.
I'm gonna
Can roll a stealth check if you want.
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
11.
Okay. Ulamir, you're up.
So, would I be able to walk up to where he was and then be able to see said demon?
Is the magical darkness gone now?
It's still there.
It's still there. You can do the same thing though. You can run into it and come out the other side.
would I be able to attack at that point?
Yep.
I'm gonna hit him with a magic missile.
That was much better.
Yeah.
You got 2 4s and a 3, so
11
5, 10, 14.
plus your.
Okay.
That's 14. Yeah.
You walk up to the
It's
edge.
+1. It's
You see the demon flailing around, attached to the crystal by a spiny tail, and you let your magic missiles go. One slams into his shoulder, another hits him in the gut, and the third just goes right through his head and out the back of his skull, and he hangs limp. And the sudden dead weight sends a bunch of cracks spreading up through the crystal, and the whole thing just shatters, and both he and all the crystal parts fall into the abyss. And the entire chamber starts shaking violently.
Oh shit, boys. Does the magical darkness go away, I'm
Yep.
assuming then? Okay. Let's get the fuck out!
We run.
Okay, we start to
Okay.
run back towards the portal.
I'm already almost there.
Oh, did you already start running? God damn it.
I'm a descendant of Romans.
You all manage to get through the portal. And as the
lost.
last person comes through, Metatron, you land out on the floor, and as soon as you hit the floor, the portal vanishes, and you can see that it was in fact red. So you solved that just in time.
Shopkeep.
Portal's
gone.
There are some papers flying around in the room from all the commotion, and they eventually settle. And you guys are just kind of there catching your breath. And yeah, so what do you want to do now?
Is that damn violin still playing?
Nope, you don't hear it. It is out in the street where anyone can pick it up, though.
First, I'm gonna come out of the shroud.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I will then go down to the street and pick up the violin.
You go down to the violin.
Oh,
You
that's a
see
bad
there's
idea.
like this small like urchin kid kind of eyeing it, like,
I
oh.
could have hit it with a floating disc.
He got this like, ooh, I could sell this for food kind of look in his eye. And then he looks up at you, and you guys just kind of lock eyes for a moment.
Use your old sheriff voice.
The post-birth
Still hit it with
Do
a
I
floating
recognize
disc.
the kid?
No, you don't.
No.
Should they kid recognize him as the sheriff though? 'Cause not
Um,
everybody knows, right?
Yeah, the kids, you see like a hint of recognition in the kid's eyes. He sort of knows who you are.
Just brandish your weapon.
Shame.
I just throw him a couple gold pieces and I pick up the violin.
And he's like, care to make it 5?
No. Kill him.
That's fair. And he runs off.
That's
Should've
fair.
been like you got some ball skin and then toss in your towel or something.
When you touch
I
the
like
violin,
that you get that obscure sports
um,
reference that even though you don't like sports.
you feel
Get buckled.
Me, Joe Green.
this urge to start playing it, but you're able to push that down for now.
It's good
Just
to
like
pick that
all
up.
the other urges Metatron has ever had to play the violin. He ignores.
All right.
Maybe one day.
I'm not destined to be the violinist I want to be.
I guess I'll go back in and I'll kind of look at the 4 of you. Just say, so we're gonna be applying to have officers for the ship. You're all welcome to apply any positions you want. Let me know.
Can finally actually take advantage of that on the website.
I'm gonna fill all the other positions. So if you don't want one, it's cool. I'm going back to the ship. Sleep this off.
What about in this nice fancy inn that we just saved? You just sleep here.
It's pretty messed up right now. You know.
Well, not talking
Does
to
this go to
Shopkeep.
part of? Hey, does this go towards my fee for locksmithing?
Yeah.
Do I get to charge more for this?
Oh,
Since I unpicked the lock and then shut the portal down, we shut the portal down.
Yeah. I guess like I don't know what's your standard fee for
would
picking a lock
say
on a door.
1,000 gold.
Yeah.
That's probably unreasonable.
Unreasonable or reasonable?
Very unreasonable.
Okay. I would say-
Wildly unreasonable.
What was the last potion? Like 50 gold?
50.
This should
I
be
mean,
like
this
10
is just.
gold.
Yeah, but
Okay,
you're forgetting about the
um,
Netherworld incursion.
So normally this would be 10 gold, but since I had to go into a portal, I'm gonna say 50 gold. Magic lock shit always costs more.
all the gold that you have.
That's a fair point there, Adron. You honestly, you probably saved a lot of lives today. So, 50 gold's the least I can do.
All right.
Here's the 50, and now that I've given you the money, you cannot negotiate for more.
No, that's fine.
Should have asked him what the most he could do is.
It is what it is.
It is fine.
I have plenty of gold at this point. I could have gouged him, but
Yeah.
you know, I want him to come
So-
back for business later.
Gods
You
of
know,
capitalism
I want
are
repeat
frowned
business. I want
We're,
repeat business. He's gonna have another weird magical lock situation at some point again. I don't
Who else
remember
is he
the
go- who
break
else
I
is he
caught.
gonna call? You're the only one.
Shh. He could just leave it and just have one less room in his house.
So, I guess we're talking officer positions now for the ship.
What were they? The ones that were.
So the open ones, Metatron is the captain. You've got the first mate, the bosun who does like the ship repairs.
I want to be the first mate.
Okay. Then there's the surgeon and the quartermaster. You currently have NPCs that are taking up the navigator and cook positions.
Do you want to be the wizard surgeon?
I'd rather be Q.
Quartermaster. Okay.
I'll make all the gadgets.
Do you want to be the surgeon? So you want to be the?
I
you could-
cure people with magic.
You couldn't
Yeah,
even
well,
do
so-
that, so.
You could be the ship's bard, and then we can just hire out a surgeon and a other guy.
Is that a position, a ship's bard?
It is now.
Yeah.
Apply.
On Metatron's ship, who actually likes the music.
Everyone else hates it. That's great.
Oh.
Okay.
I mean, he is the captain.
I'm gonna
So-
be practicing often.
See. I assume you want to try to hire a bosun and a surgeon.
Right, and then
Yeah.
fill the other with,
Yeah.
normal sales.
Okay.
Type.
So hold
We'll
that
go-
thought.
yeah.
Which one of these positions is the most important, other than bosun and surgeon? Probably.
Those are the only two that aren't filled.
Okay, but what I'm talking about, which one is the more important position? Just for I want to talk to you guys about something on camera before we leave tonight. So fill which
Probably-
one of them that is not the most important one, and then we'll talk about the other one in a second.
The bosun is probably a little more important.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Well, and I was kind of figuring maybe Ronnie could do that.
Okay. Well then.
Okay.
Well then we'll look at the other potential one here in a second. So either that'll be filled by an NPC or what we talk about here in a second. So.
Sure.
Sure. So the surgeon is really the only officer position we're looking for.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a d20 just to see if there's one in town.
See what level of
18.
Yep, there's one in town.
Is he a
or is he like a maritime surgeon that just
marvelous magicians and flapjack?
So,
he's slapping
I don't know. Can't.
fish fins on you and shit.
Ooh, I could have been surgeon and done all the. I'm a doctor, not a. Well, whatever.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
You had the ability to be like
We ever do something.
you had the ability to be able to prescribe people bagpipe music.
no, I'll think I am an
Okay.
actual surgeon, and like try to do that kind of stuff. But the actual surgeon,
So,
like,
there's
you don't actually have the power to do these
a guy named Wilson Padley, older human gentleman.
What's his name?
Wilson Padley.
Wilson.
Wilson,
Yep. And
things. Oh, I can say it.
is he behind a fence?
Oh, Mr. Wilson.
you've heard around town that he's a pretty good medical professional. So you go around and find him, and you do come across him sitting in like a dive bar having a midday ale, and he's like, "Hello,
Professional.
who are you?"
Hello, Wilson. My name's Captain.
"Oh, I thought you were the sheriff."
My name's Captain.
"All right, Captain. What do you want today?"
My ship.
"Well, I don't have that." "You might go look in the harbor."
Oh,
Yeah,
please
my
tell me he's got
ship
herbs and
is my
spices.
"Well,
I love it.
you know, I planned on retirement, but man, retirement's been boring so far. I could use a little more adventure. What's
This
the
dude's a
pay?"
Geriatric.
For a surgeon, I'm willing
This
to
guy
pay
man
pretty
legit
well.
is the colonel.
What?
I need oh, it's like 10 gold.
Yeah.
That's it.
Medulla
Okay.
oblongata.
That sounds pretty fair.
All right, per week.
Well, yeah.
All right, just making sure it wasn't like a 10 gold one-time payment kind of thing, because that's a ripoff.
I understand.
I'm gonna be saving lives.
No. We'll get that all written up, and yeah, it'll be somebody else's job. Hey, don't worry about it.
You have recruited the surgeon.
You're gonna have an HR office that has a line that you just leave messages at.
Yeah. I'm the head of HR.
So,
I've spoken to HR, incidentally. That's me.
You should have someone else run HR. Like,
it's the only thing
That's
left
reality. what do I get?
for tonight.
You want to run HR?
Where do you guys think you're gonna head to next? To remind you of the options,
Oh, this shit's fancy as hell. Hold on, let me turn this back on.
there was the sea elf you found on the pirate ship who wanted to be escorted home.
Is he still there? Oh,
He's resting on the ship.
Jesus Christ, it's been a while.
yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, so his home is way out here by the Razorfin Reef. You know from the note you found on the old man that it mentioned a place called Crannock Isle and some monks who lived there who might be able to cleanse the violin you found. And that's located
I'm gonna make you a new
like
key
right
for
here,
this
not
vault
too
we're
far
gonna-
from Salt
we're gonna
Marsh.
build a vault in
Maybe
there.
we can cleanse my stone.
So
And there was that note you found about the treasure aboard the Creaking Hive,
yeah,
and that may have some kind of clue.
I say we
It's
take
a
this
place
dude
you
back
could
to
head.
his
I say we get close by, we just chuck him off the side, and then we go to the abbey.
Do we have a small? We should get at least a small boat.
He's
that
a
we
water
can
elf,
go
he
on.
can swim.
His legs are broken. He can't
Yeah.
swim very well right now.
He's got hands. I'm sure he can breathe underwater. He's got arms.
We have. I did buy a
Okay.
replacement boat,
Just give me your arm.
so we
remote.
have 2 of them.
Okay, so we're gonna need to let him go with that. He can row himself back to shore. I'm sure his arms still work.
No, we're just gonna take him there. We don't want to give him a 50 gold piece boat.
Fair enough.
Just
Okay.
chuck him off the side. His arms still work.
Like, this is why I'm in charge.
We'll be like, hey, is that where we need to go? He'll be like, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so I'm down to take him back and whatever shenanigans ensue
Don't
from
worry,
there.
it's a prank. Just sail away.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good to me.
Okay.
For our first voyage, I did want to see. I knew there were like some shipping companies in town,
Mm-hmm.
and I wanted to see if any of them, had any job offerings.
Maybe we could interview those pirates that were dicks to John and then turn them down for the job because
Yeah.
they feel bad about themselves.
Yeah,
Okay, so you.
Oh,
that too.
John's in charge of HR.
Before we leave, I do want to go and get my.
We just put John's corpse.
Sure. Yeah. That can definitely happen before you guys set off.
Please don't tell John's sister.
I imagine you probably want to like wait a day.
Yeah.
At least to like hire people and give them a chance to.
Well,
to
and I
get stuff
still
in
think
order.
the extra ballista or the mangonel, I think it was.
Oh yeah, that's still being installed.
Right.
Yes.
So I
Yeah.
think we had.
So you
another
got
day.
like 3. I don't remember what I said. I think like a day, 2 days.
All
I
right.
think it was 3 days, but this is day 2. So
Sure.
So we're at
Yeah.
an hour and a half. So
So-
we should probably.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything else anybody wants to do in town before we? So next week we can set sail.
I think we're pretty good. Is what's his face back at his house yet? You know who I'm talking about? The wizard.
Oh, the wizard.
Keldek.
No, he's not back just yet.
Okay.
Um,
If he's not back, then there's not really anything I need to do because all I want to do is buy potions. So because I actually have
Yeah.
some cash now. So.
Yeah. Actually, no. If we're just gonna skip ahead next week to you guys setting sail, then like the day you resolve the whole thing with the demon, he won't be back. But if you check back the next day, he's there.
Okay. So yeah, I want to buy. He has the cure serious potions, right?
he does not have cure serious.
Okay.
He's got 2 regular healing potions,
Okay.
50 gold apiece, and a greater healing potion that's I think that's 150.
Okay. And that's all he has.
That's all he has currently.
Okay. I would like to buy all of those potions then.
Okay.
And then I
250?
will. You have spells. I don't have any of those things. So 250.
Yep.
Oh, I've got pee like Russia's cold. So. Okay. Got him. And now I have 2 regular healing potions and 1 greater healing.
Yep.
Okay. So
Mucho Lazo.
we write this shit down. Other than that, that's all I really wanted. So I think we're good.
All right.
Thank you guys for tuning in for this week episode of Bright Bush Pickers.
Surge.
Action Surge. We will see you guys next week. Thank you.
Oh, you gotta be